Hi, Lanell here. Thanks for taking a listen here. I'm delighted to sit down today with Earl McIntosh. He's been a friend for a few years. He is a doer, and he is running for Topeka City Council. He's done a lot of work on maintaining our rights for gun ownership. He's a 2A guy for sure. And he's also done a lot of great work on property taxes, helping them start rising out of control. We've worked together on that a bit. But Earl, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I would love for the audience to get to know you a little bit better. So please tell them what you'd like them to know.
Well, thank you, Lanell. First of all, I appreciate you letting me be here. And I appreciate what you do to get people out to vote. And you're very active in all the local issues. And we appreciate that. So
I'm part of a good team.
Yeah, right.
I'm part of
That's
a very
right.
good team.
Yep. So my name is Earl McIntosh, and I live in the 7th District, which is southwest Topeka. I have lived in that district for 30 plus years. The current council person, Neil Dober, who I want to take this opportunity to thank Neil for his service, long service to the city. He's done a great job. But he is not running it again. So as of right now, I am the only one running for the 7th District. I am married to my wife, Cheryl. We've been together, I think, total 35 years. We have 3 grown kids who we've raised through the Washburn Rural School District.
Very good.
I am, I guess, my education. I've graduated from 3 separate colleges: Allen County Community College, Pittsburgh State University, and the American College. I've been in the insurance industry for over 27 years. That's what I've done in Topeka. I feel like I've got a good background in customer service, and my main intention is to give back to not only the 7th District, but all of Topeka. That's why I'm running. So.
Oh, very good. Very good. Well, and I know that you're very good at digging into the details, whether it be a law or, what you have to do as an insurance agent. And I think that's so important as well. So
I'd like to mention one other thing that I feel is important. I'm retired Marine reservist. I had 4 years active duty, and then I had 17 in the active reserves for a total of 21 years. So I'm very proud of my service, and I just want to mention that I'm proud to be a veteran. So.
Wonderful. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now you're wanting to continue service as an elected official. So what are a few main points of why you decided to run, what you would like to accomplish, that sort of thing?
Well, I have 3 simple main points that I would like to run on. The first thing is I would like to, I want to help people. I literally want to give back. I want people to be successful. I want to help not only the 7th District, but all of Topeka become a better place. It's my time to give back. My 3 kids are grown, and that's what I want to do, is help people. The second thing is I really want to get our cost of living down. I mean, it is so important that we get our cost of living down. There's a lot of hurting people in all districts.
I know.
Especially fixed income people. They're being driven out of their homes by the cost of living. I mean, just everything is exasperating or going up except for their incomes.
Right.
And then especially I see in my business, we have a spouse dies and they can't stay in their home they've been in. That breaks my heart.
Is property tax a big part
property
of that?
tax is big, but also insurance. I mean, property insurance has like doubled in the past 5 years. I mean, so it's not only that, the heating, electric, water, just the expense of putting on a roof. I mean, roof prices have doubled in the past few years. I mean, there's just so many expenses that one person just can't keep up with. The third thing is our city debt.
Yeah.
So we're well over $500 million in debt, and it's spiraling out of control, and no one's talking about it.
I know.
And so we need to get a handle on that. I mean, it's time. In order to do that, there's going to have to be choices that would be made. But if we don't get a handle on it, the issue will be forced upon us. Does that make sense?
Well, it sounds like what's happening at the federal level.
Correct.
right?
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we're having the same problems, but people aren't really aware of how much debt the city of Topeka is in. So,
What is it right now,
um,
roughly?
okay, I'm just roughly, I think it's $600 million.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of money, and so we could, if we were the less debt we have, we could spend more money on
Roads.
potholes, helping the homeless. I mean, just all kinds of different things we could use that money for instead of paying on the debt. So, so I mean, I just have to get in there and learn about it. And I mean, I don't even know where all the money goes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm. So you talked about, first I want to address, you talked about the cost of living rising and how difficult that is for people. And, I've gone with you to city council and others to say, hey, please don't raise our property taxes. I listen to the people go before me telling their stories of getting taxed out of their homes or having to decide between medication and property taxes. And it was heartbreaking. Honestly, by the time I got up to give my testimony, I was emotionally shaken, which I try not to be, but after hearing those stories of what people are going through just to stay in their homes, and sometimes they can't, I find that heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. A lot of times so there's a couple things I'd like to say on that. Number one is we have, I call it the working homeless here in Topeka, what I learned when I was doing my petition. So we have adult kids living with parents. We have adult kids and adult parent and their parents living with grandparents because they've been driven out of their home.
Oh, I see.
There's a couple other issues too, is that renters. So landlords right now are putting in their contracts that if their property tax gets raised, their rent automatically goes up proportionally. And so I've met many people that have had to move out of their current residence they were renting and do something less expensive. Final thing is property taxes affects our businesses. I'm stunned at how much we are charging mom and pop small for their property taxes that, so it's a big issue. I go to businesses and ask them, and property taxes eats a lot of their income up, their profits up.
It is a big issue, and it always has been. It seems like it's of growing concern, though. You go door-to-door campaigning, and that is a top issue so often for people because they're not changing their lifestyle, but yet they're having to pay the government more and more money just to stay in their home.
Right.
And like I say we have a homelessness issue now.
Right.
It's only going to escalate if we don't get property taxes under control.
So the city likes to talk about equity. So what is equitable? What is fair? You know what I mean? So what I'm seeing is most people are paying more than their fair share in not only property taxes, other taxes as well. But so I would like to work on to try to figure out what is fair for everybody. Because right now what's charging is unfair. There's just in the past 5 years, we had a 100% increase in property taxes. That's unsustainable. Your valuations are, and people just got their valuations. So I haven't heard from too many people because it's only been a few weeks since we've got the new valuations in, but I'd be interested to find out how some people fare. Have you know what I'm saying?
I actually haven't looked at mine yet. I didn't realize it came in yet, but it's such a hot topic. I mean, obviously Topeka really picked it up the local stations picked it up in the news and really were interested in your petition. You were the primary driver of that petition. That petition, that is one of the first things that I worked with Earl on. He came to me at, I think it was either it was a meeting that we were at. Right. And you introduced to me that there is a statute 123013 that allows citizens to petition to change the law.
To create an ordinance.
To create an ordinance at the local level ordinance. Right. And I didn't know about that. And I was so intrigued. So we got together with a couple friends of mine, Eric Rucker, Karen Tyson, Rob Fillion was involved in. Well, I mean, what can we do to use this opportunity? And we talked about some different ideas, and then what we came up with is what we did. People were more than happy to sign it, and I personally wanted to petition even stronger, but the law didn't allow for that. I wanted to say whatever you buy your house at, that is your valuation until you sell it, then it gets the new valuation. But we just couldn't do that at that time legally as big as we wanted to. So we did the best that we could. And I was so grateful to see people from all parties come together and really care about this and want to make improvements there. And I believe that you on City Council will be able to bring people of various affiliations together
Right.
to
That's my
tackle
plan.
this problem.
Absolutely. And that's what
more.
it takes as a community. So
Yeah.
the more people we can get together on this from different backgrounds even. I mean, this is the number one issue in Topeka is the property taxes. So still is. And it will be for the near future.
Everybody wants people to be able to stay in their homes.
Yes, that's how you have a better community. The better
Yes.
you got families staying together.
Yeah.
You've got homes, pride of ownership. When that breaks down, then our community breaks down. So
It's rough. It's rough. So I know that you are definitely a person of action and just not talk. What are your thoughts for Topeka for handling that debt? I mean, are you taking kind of of course, federal, we have Doge, state, we have COGE, Committee on Government Efficiency. What can the city do to help the debt?
I've looked into this a little bit. So it's obviously it's very complicated.
Of
Okay?
course.
So the way I understand it, the city does an audit every year.
Okay.
And then from that audit, they develop a budget. And they're working on it right now. It's like an all-year process. Okay? But that audit is not what you think it is. An audit has to be very specific, and the people doing the audit need to know what they're specifically doing. So they just do a general audit. So it's not specific like maintenance division. Okay, they don't go in there and they look at how much maintenance we're doing on cars and when we're how many cars we're doing. They just say, okay, here's the budget
Right.
for them, and then the city works from that.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be more certain in how we do our audit to give us a better understanding of the budget. But I have another example too. So at the end of the fiscal year, I would like an audit to tell us when they're spending the money. For example, when I was in the military, the fiscal year ended October 1st. And then the last 2 months of that fiscal year, we were doing lots of training, shooting, lots of helicopter rides because they saved all their money up till the end.
Mm.
So I would like to see who's doing that in each department, because they shouldn't be doing that. If they have extra money, we need to carry it over to the next year. And the attitude is to spend it,
Right.
or then we're going to lose it. And so I think that mentality has to change. Right. And that could be a savings as well. So that's,
Right.
that's just one of few ideas that I have. And
Sure.
I think that's a big one.
Sure. Very good. Very good. Well, any closing thoughts?
Well, can I say something about our petition
Yes,
drive?
sir.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're in court.
Yes.
So the city did a motion to dismiss. We went to the judge and we challenged it. And so it's been about a month. I believe the judge should come out anytime, whether he's going to dismiss our petition or our lawsuit. And so that'll be coming up very soon. No, I thank you for having me, Lanell. I really appreciate it. I'm very, very honored to be here and to be able to possibly reach a lot of people and introduce myself. I want to help you. I want to get your cost of living down.
Yeah.
I want to make Topeka a better place to live. So,
Amen. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Appreciate it. God bless. Thanks for tuning in.